1, 2, 3. Make that 8 wins in a row for the Detroit Lions. The last time they had an 8-game win streak, 1934, and Detroit did it with a historical win over the Jags this past Sunday. We're talking all about the Detroit Lions right here on Inside the Pride.
Let's go. Caught. End zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Kirby Joseph, you just ended this ball game. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Lee McNeil leaning on him and dropping him. End zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. There we go. Oh, baby. Brian Branch intercepted it. This game is over.
This is Inside the Pride presented by Whisker, maker of the litter robot. I'm Dannie Rogers. Well, en route to 7 consecutive scoring drives in Week 11, Detroit rewrote the team record books when they racked up 645 total yards. Let's take a look back at the 52-point masterpiece.
All right, back at Ford Field, closing in on kickoff, Lions and Jags. It feels like it's been a while. The Lions have been away 4 of the past 5 weeks. Now it flips. They're back home for 4 out of the next 5 weeks. So the Lions will once again learn a lot about themselves, but the way they've handled every obstacle along the way so far this season, there is no reason to doubt these guys will do it again starting right here today against these Jacksonville Jaguars. So here we go. Jones wants to throw, looking, throwing right side. It is caught. Ingram with it. And the Jags are going to send their field goal unit out. Spot down kick on the way. It is up, and it is good. Nailed it. Jared takes, turns, fakes the give, sets in the pocket, looks, steps up, being chased, now rolling right, still looking for somewhere to go, throws, got it complete. That is caught. Shane Zylstra with it, across the 45 to the 50, and still going into Jacksonville territory. Jared takes the snap. Gives it to Montgomery, left side, into the end zone, untouched, touchdown, Detroit Lions. On first down, on the ground, that's Jameer, bounces it left, there he goes, inside the 20. Jameer, sideline, 10, Jameer, 5, shoved out of bounds. It'll be first and goal, Detroit, at the 4-yard line. On second down, they give it to Jameer, hesitates, cuts left, looking for the edge, to the end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions. On 3rd and 14, Jones has got it, setting up a screen, and it's blown up. Oh my goodness! Amik Robertson just sent ETN back to Jacksonville. Jared, long count, turns, wants to throw, does, middle, caught. Oh my goodness, Amon-Ra had to go low, scooped that thing up before it hit the carpet, and he made the grab. Jared takes, gives to Montgomery, hesitates, inside the 5, inside the 2, to the end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions. And the Lions add to that lead. Jared takes, wants to throw, does right side, flares it out, got a complete Gibbs, there he goes, right sideline, 30, Gibbs with the afterburners on at the 50, cuts it like at the 40, there he goes to the 35, and he's taken from behind at the 30, oh my goodness. There's the snap, Jared back, Jared looking, throwing middle, caught Amon-Ra. Count it down, 5, end zone touchdown. Easy as ABC. Goff to Amon-Ra. First half dominant. Offense, defense, special teams, they were all terrific. Lions got it done. Goff takes the direct snap, fakes the give, sets in the pocket, steps up, looks, throws. It is complete. There goes J-Mo right side. He's got the angle to the end zone. 25-20, 15-10, 5, end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. J-Mo flies into the end zone, and the Lions extend their lead. Lions have had it 5 times today. They have scored 5 touchdowns. Leans in, takes the snap back, and looking. Jared throws, end zone wide open. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Brock Wright. This offense has put on a clinic. There's the snap, fakes the give, rolls to his right, throws downfield. It is picked off. Kirby Joseph. Number 7 on the season. He leads the National Football League. Goff is back and looking, got a lot of time, throws. It is caught. Amon-Ra across the 40, 45, and out to the 49-yard line. Amon-Ra and Goff are just doing it today. Goff up under center, turns, fakes the give to Jameer, throws, end zone, caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown, touchdown Detroit Lions. Goff with a dart, 14 is having a day. 16 is having a day. This whole team is having a day. There's the shotgun snap. Jones back. Jones looking. Jones gonna get hit, gonna go down. Sack. Za'Darius Smith, welcome to Detroit, my man. Buzz from the crowd as Jake Bates comes on. 54-yard attempt, hash mark right side. Bates is ready. Spot down, kick on the way. It is up, and it is good. That'll do it. Two teams will meet out in the middle of the field to say job well done, job better done on this day by the NFC North leading Detroit Lions.
Hey, that's a hell of a job, man. It's a hell of a job. I'm going to go back to what I said last night. Man, when you have talent, talented football players, and they are made of the right kind of stuff, they are made of the right kind of stuff, and those guys come together, you have a collective willpower that you can make the game any way you want it to go. You can do that. That's exactly what you guys did. You came out after a rough game last week, we found a way to win, and we weren't having it today, man. You guys willed that game the way you wanted it, and we have that ability. Remember that. Remember that. That gets us to 9. All right, great win. Like it down.
Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect, come on.
Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Hey, hey, hey. Great team win. On to the next. 1 on 3, 1 to 3.
Detroit's Kerby Joseph has been on a tear in his last 10 games. He's recorded 7 INTs in that span. The last time an NFL safety did that was 1979. We hear from Zuper coming up next.
Inside the Pride is presented by Whisker and brought to you by the Ford Motor Company, Henry Ford Health, and by Meyer.
Welcome back to Inside the Pride. This week I'm joined by Safety Kerby Joseph. He's a first-time guest on the show, and he's already given us a really hard time about it. But it took you 7 INTs for us to ask you, so congratulations. I want to go back to Jacksonville real quick. 52-6 was the final score. All last week, Ben Johnson said the offense needed to start pulling its weight. What uptick did you see from that unit all week in practice?
Honestly, I feel like the offense is just like, they understood what they had to do that game, and I just felt like everybody just played their hardest. Shout out to Jameer, David, Jamo, Saint, and JG. JG played a great game, and even the whole line. Like, I feel like the whole offense just really meshed well together.
What is your reaction on the sideline while you're just watching the offense cook like that?
When I look, I just be like, ooh. It's just like every time I peek over there, I just see them doing their thing, and I just be like, them boys over there.
Post-game after Jacksonville, you said that defensively that unit is really dependable, and you have to trust the guys next to you if you want to be good. So what makes the players on your side of the ball so dependable right now?
In the offseason, when training camp, we already built this relationship. We already built a connection, and now it's just time to see like everything come to life, So I feel like we've been built the bond, been built the chemistry, and we just already had that connection. And now it's just like now we're just seeing it in full effect.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're seeing you in full effect. 7 picks now leads the NFL. Which pick stands out to you the most?
Really, I would say the Seahawks. The Seahawks one. That was kind of cold. Like I kind of went out there and got that one.
It was like acrobatics.
Yeah.
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, show y'all my receiver skill, man. Ben Johnson, man, talk to me.
Where does your week start in terms of breaking down the opposing quarterback? Where do you start?
Damn, you trying to give my
Come
sauce
on.
away,
Just
man.
whatever sauce you can tell us.
I feel like everybody has tendencies. So I pick up on their tendencies and what they like to do in certain formations. Where are the receivers at, and where are they trying to get the ball at, and what part of the field we're at. That's why I feel like, because I feel like at every part of the field, I feel like they got certain plays for every part of the field. So just studying how the QB mechanics are in that certain area, or when I see a certain formation, if I see a shot formation, you might see me sometimes, I might not even be in the camera view. I might just be all the way back, like 25 yards back, because I know you got to go deep. I know this formation, I know this play.
At what point do you start breaking down tendencies of wide receivers and knowing where they're going to end up so that you can try to pick them off?
I feel like every offense has certain guys they want to go to in certain plays, So, like, if this is their shot guy, I got to know who their shot guy is, because that's who they're going to take shots to. If this is their, like, speed guy, or is this their double move guy, I got to know where that is, because it's certain parts and certain formations where I'm expecting double moves and I'm expecting shots. So I got to know where those guys are and seeing where the quarterback's taking me, because he's going to take me where the ball is going to be,
How difficult is it to keep a tab on every receiver in the NFL then?
Man, I take it week by week. You don't study everybody, You just take it a little week by week, you know what I'm saying?
Have you ever sensed a moment or a game where you just frustrated the heck out of someone, a quarterback or a receiver?
Yeah.
What sticks out to you? Which one?
Dak Prescott.
Why?
Man, I was in his head, man. He didn't know what to do with the ball. I was giving him different looks. I know what my job is. I know where I got to go. But also, I know quarterbacks try to look me off and try to get me to go one way and stuff like that. So I'll probably like do something pre-snap or do whatever I can do to make him focus on me, and he'll miss a whole blitz. He won't count the blitz, he won't count the linebackers, he won't count nobody because he's looking at me to see where I'm at. I feel like sometimes they try to identify me, so I feel like once I see that, I just start moving around or just trying to like give him something.
Do you ever just wave at him to distract him, or are you just moving?
I be laughing. I know they be seeing me laughing. Sometimes I be laughing. I just be laughing at them. I don't be trying to do too much. You know, I'm playing the game and stuff like that. But after they get sacked and stuff, I just look at them like, yeah, I did that.
Detroit has never won 10 or more games in consecutive seasons, and they can do that this week with a big win against Indy. What is going to help this team get over that hump and get to that 10th win?
Really just doing the same thing we're doing every week, man. Coming to practice, coming in, knowing what you got to do and doing your job. I feel like everybody does a great job knowing what they have to do in certain situations and just playing together, you know, offense, special teams, and defense. I feel like we really mesh well together, and we understand that, man. I got my brother's back, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like we all go into the game understanding that, man, I can't let my brother down.
Welcome back to Inside the Pride. I'm joined by head coach Dan Campbell, and your Lions are back on the road this Sunday against the Colts. They're very comfortable in opposing team stadiums, undefeated. Why is that?
Well, I think it's a mindset. I mean, I think when we accept that challenge, you know, and we appreciate going on the road where it's just us at times, and nobody cares other than you. And then, of course, our fans that do travel, so that they're there too. So that'll be good. I think it binds the team together.
Mm-hmm. These Colts have quarterback Anthony Richardson throwing to the only target who has more yards per catch than your Jamison Williams, and it's Alec Pierce. This is a 60-yard touchdown bomb. Why is he a lethal downfield threat right now? Did
a lot of work on him too, coming out, and I tell you, he's got linear top speed. This guy can smoke, and he's got really good ball skills, range to track it. We like this guy on special teams too when he was coming out. But this is why, man, when you can run like he can run, and you can track it, you can see it, and then you got a guy who's got an arm like this. I mean, this is a big-time throw off of his back foot. What is this, 65 yards in the air, 67? Like, my gosh, that's a rarity there. So big-time play, but he has that big-time threat ability down the field.
Mm-hmm. In the run game, they have Jonathan Taylor. Your running backs coach, Scotty Montgomery, coached him to an 1,800-yard season back in 2021. What insight can Coach Montgomery give you into one of the top backs in Jonathan Taylor?
Well, he can kind of tell you a little bit of the way he's wired and what his reads are. And what he would tell you is this guy doesn't have a weakness that he would tell you. Now, he doesn't have Scotty coaching for him either, so we've got Scotty. Mm-hmm. But this guy is an outstanding football player, had a lot of respect for his game for a long time. Really good vision, patient runner. But once he sees it, he hits it strong, explosive, low to the ground, man, cuts through there. And he's got instincts and awareness and can find the end zone.
Defensively for the Colts, defensive end Kwity Paye, the former Wolverine, he has been on a tear as of late. Yeah. In the Jets game, 2 sacks, and he sealed the game with his 3rd down sack on Aaron Rodgers. How do you make sure he is not a factor?
Well, you got to bring your lunch pal because he is talented and he's explosive, plays low to the ground, really good leverage, but he's also relentless. He's relentless, and you look at him here, we got 2 on him. We have 2 players on him. And he splits these 2 for the game winner, by the way. You know, who wants it more? Does he want it more or do they want it more? And I think we find out who does. Our guys got to be on it, and they will. I like our 2 tackles, but this guy's going to bring it now. Good player.
We talk every week about a new way that you guys have been able to win these ball games. You don't have Alex Anzalone going into this one. He's down on IR right now. How do you win this one against the Colts?
Yeah, well, look, it's always going to be next man up for us. It hurts to lose Alex. It hurts anytime we lose a player that has really helped us get to this point. But I think the most important thing, we got Jack, man. We got Rodrigo. We got Ben Neiman. We got guys that are going to step up and it's next man up. And everybody on this team knows that. And so it's up to us to spread the load and hold the line.
All right, Coach, thanks very much.
All right, thank you.
Every year, each NFL team selects a Fan of the Year, and this year the Detroit Lions decided to travel 365 miles to Michigan's Upper Peninsula to surprise our 2024 Fan of the Year, Megan Stefanski.
I think it's an awesome honor just to be named a Fan of the Year of your favorite team that I've been supporting forever, and I truly believe that this is our year.
Megan's fandom started with her father when she was only 13 years old. Together, they attended games starting in 1994 until his passing in 2019, and she has carried on their tradition ever since. She hosts tailgates before every Lions home game in Detroit, welcoming all fans in with a donation to Hospice of the Eastern Upper Peninsula.
I love the whole tailgating aspect just because I want fans of other teams to feel welcome, just like I want to be welcome when I come to their community. And it's hard when you're in another town to have, drinks and food. And so if you're going to raise money, I'd rather see it go to charity, and I like to support everyone else's charities when I go out of town. And Hospice of the UP just means a lot to me.
Each summer, she organizes a charity event at her family's bar and grill, Zuperman's, to benefit Hospice of the EUP, drawing Lions fans and supporters from across the state.
I'm so fortunate that all of our friends and fans of other teams even help support us. They come every year for our annual benefit, they come to the tailgates, they send checks from tailgate groups. So it means a lot. I mean, what you put into your community comes back to you.
We are honored to recognize Megan Stefanski as the Detroit Lions 2024 Fan of the Year.
Now we are joined by the Zuper Queen herself, Detroit's 2024 NFL Fan of the Year, Megan Stefanski. And word spread like wildfire, Megan, once you were named the Fan of the Year for Detroit. What's been your reaction to the love and support you've received from Lions Kingdom so far?
Disbelief. It was pretty shocking, but it's been great. Everybody's been super friendly and happy, and the number one thing is you get to see the Lions. Everybody keeps saying that, so.
I know you're carrying on the legacy of your dad, who we call Zuper Man. What do you think he would say right now if he knew that you were the NFL Fan of the Year for Detroit?
He would be shocked. All those years of driving him and kind of being he and Crackman's sidekick is what I felt like.
One place that I know you won't have to drive is New Orleans for the Super Bowl, and that's where you'll be heading regardless of this team makes it, but we sure hope we're joining you down there. What is your excitement level for that amazing experience you're going to have in February?
I am so excited. When we played in New Orleans last December, we kind of took over the entire town. There were Lions flags everywhere. Lions fans took over the town, and that was just for a regular game. So if we make it to the Super Bowl, they're not going to know what hit them. I don't think any team will ever take over any town like we will New Orleans.
I agree with you. All right, Megan, if fans want to vote for you, they can go to NFL.com to cast their vote. But why should the entire country be voting for Megan Stefanski for the Detroit Lions?
The same reason they're going to cheer for the Lions, because we're going all the way this year.
Thank you so much, Megan. Safe travels this weekend.
Thank you.
Wishing for something special? Maybe it's VIP seats, the meal of a lifetime, or an unforgettable journey. Whatever it is, Community Financial Credit Union can make it a reality. Share your impossible dream at impossibledreams.org by scanning the QR code at the bottom of the screen. Welcome back to Inside the Pride. This week on Rogers Rewind, I always try to start with a really positive story, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention linebacker Alex Anzalone off the top. He suffered an injury in the third quarter against the Jags. Head coach Dan Campbell confirmed it's a broken forearm. Anzalone will be out 6 to 8 weeks. We are thinking about the Anzalone family and hoping for a speedy recovery for Anzo to get back out onto the field. On a positive note, after Kirby Joseph secured his 7th interception on the season and Jameson Williams broke his career high for receiving yards in a game with 124, both of these guys headed out to the west side of Detroit to hand out 100 turkeys to kids and their families. They got to meet all these guys. The smile on their faces were incredible, and some really great stories came out of this night. So these guys winning on and off the field. Detroit secured its 30th win over the last 3 seasons. Detroit has never gone back-to-back seasons with 10 or more wins, and they can get that done and the 31st win this weekend against the Indianapolis Colts. Kickoff is slated for 1 p.m. on Fox, and we need all of One Pride to head to Indy to cheer on your Detroit Lions. Thanks so much for watching this week's episode of Inside the Pride. We'll see you right back here next week.